Hey ladies and gentlemen, Steven here from Redolessence, and I want to take a moment to welcome you back to my channel. I really do appreciate your viewership. Thank you so much for tuning in. And in today's episode, I'm joined by my good friend Garry.
Hey everybody.
So Garry has a YouTube channel called No Nonsense. I'm going to link it down below, so definitely make sure to check him out. Today I have the pleasure of reviewing a fragrance that's not actually in my collection, but Garry brought it over very graciously. And this one from the company Mancera is called Sicily, so stay tuned. Now, this fragrance was released in 2016. The perfumer behind this one is Pierre Montal. Pierre Montal happens to be a pseudonym. That's not his real name.
Really?
I remember for the longest time, they were going by two different names, Pierre Montal and Pierre Mancera. And then a lot of people saw that the M logo was the same.
Okay.
They said, wait a second, this looks a little fishy. And surprisingly enough, the Mancera caps fit on Montal bottles.
Really?
So you can take this cap and put it on a Montal bottle.
Even the new bottle? I think didn't Montal redo their bottles?
With the built-in stomper? No, probably not those. Okay. But the old school, you remove the stopper.
They can go back and forth.
Exactly.
That's super cool.
So,
I did not know that.
I know, it's pretty cool actually. So this fragrance, you happen to bring it over because you found it to be a pretty good scent for the spring and the summer.
It's phenomenal. I currently reviewed it. I didn't post it up yet. So I brought it over to see if you smelled it and if it's something you were interested in reviewing.
Funny enough, I think I have smelled it before, probably at Oswald. But to be honest with you, I don't fully remember what it smelled like.
We smell so many things that if you smelled something a year or two ago and somebody's like, oh, have you smelled it? It's like, I think I did, but I don't know. I'd have to smell it again. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So Garry came here around 4 o'clock, which is when I first applied it. Right now it's almost 8 p.m. So I've been wearing it for about 4 hours, although I have reapplied it.
Okay.
And what I got from it initially was a lot of citrus, and I also got a fruity component about it, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it.
Okay.
So in terms of the smell, pardon me, what notes do you get more?
I do pick up on the citrus in the initial glass, and then and it's like really initial.
Yeah.
On my skin, I pick up on a lot of the apple comes across on my skin. I do get some peach.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is really nice. And it's maybe pineapple if pineapple's in there. I don't get it's not overwhelming with citrus, but I do get fruit. And I remember when I first smelled this, I'm like, this smells like something. Yeah. Not 100%, but I was like, it reminded me of something. Yeah. And after wearing it a couple times, I'm like, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of almost a brighter version of like Byredo's Pulp. So when I smelled Pulp, I was like, I went back to smell Pulp, and I was like, okay, there are some similarities. It's not 100%, but there is something. They're in the family, you know.
Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean, especially because the fruits are so prevalent in this one. I would say more than anything, I get the peach, which I kind of equate to the smell of apricot. I don't really get the pineapple per se, if only because of its citric value. And there are some citrus fruits in here, like there's bergamot, if I'm not mistaken, there's orange. So I get the citrus, I get the fruits, and I also get a little bit of the ylang-ylang.
Okay. And there's a floral hint to it. Yep.
And the reason I pick up on that is because ylang-ylang, for me at least, has a bit of a tropical feel.
Yes.
And there's something lurking in the background there that it makes its presence known, but it doesn't dominate the composition.
No, and the composition, it doesn't go full-blown femme. Like, I've seen a lot of people relate to this as being like, oh, it's a feminine leading fragrance. No, I really don't find that. I mean, if you do want to say that, I'd say, if you're going to say it leaned one way, maybe slightly.
Yeah.
This is pretty much borderline. It's completely unisex. If you want my opinion, anybody can pull this off. You're gonna smell fantastic.
Exactly.
My wife she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over this stuff.
That's awesome.
She loves it. Loves it.
I think it might just be because of the peach.
Yeah.
You know, peach is such a common ingredient in women's fragrances that it's usually like peach and jasmine or apricot and gardenia, which is a fantasy note.
And which is funny when you brought up apricot the first time when you first smelled it. When my wife first put it on her, she turned around, first thing she was like, I smell apricot.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like, that's got to be, it's the peach because there's no apricot in it.
Right.
But they correlate.
That is too funny. So overall, I think it's a really nice scent.
Absolutely.
Very pleasant. It is unisex, although some argue it leans feminine, but I really don't get that at all.
Nah.
What about performance?
Performance, it's a rock star.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say you'll get a solid 8 hours, 7-8 hours, maybe more, depending on how your skin chemistry is.
Right.
But no problem with performance. I don't want to say it's beast mode.
Yeah.
But if you put it on clothes, it's going to go full blown beast mode. You'll get 12, 14 hours out. You know, it's one of those. If you spray it on your clothes, you're going to get the shirt back out of the laundry, and you're still going to smell it.
Like Baccarat Rouge.
Oh my God! Forget it.
Yeah.
I have shirts that I can only wear Baccarat Rouge with that shirt because it's forever just burned in the fragrance.
Yep.
Not quite there.
Yeah.
But it does do a good job of holding its own. Yeah.
It's funny how that works, but no, honestly, just in the 4 hours that you've been here and that I've been wearing it and it's emanating off my skin, like I do smell it.
It keeps kicking up.
Yeah,
and it's not really nice.
It's not choking me out or anything.
No,
it's not overly
no.
strong, but it definitely makes its presence known.
Now, do you have a time when you would wear this fragrance? Do you think it's formal or?
Yeah, that's interesting. So I think it is on the pricey side. You know, I know it can be found at some discounters online.
Okay.
But for the most part, as pricey as it is, I do think it has a casual vibe.
Okay.
I could really just see myself wearing this anywhere.
I agree.
But I like that it's not just, you know, the foundation of it is not just citrus and aquatic notes.
No, there's more to it. There's some body to the fragrance.
Yeah, it has a personality about it. So for that reason, if it's like a summer night, maybe like a formal outing or like a formal event, I could definitely see myself wearing it to that.
I think this would make a perfect summer date night fragrance.
Yep.
So the perfect summer night going out, you're going to smell like $1,000,000. No problem.
And it's
not
such a
smell like
pleasant
1,000,000.
fragrance too. Yeah, you're not going to smell like 1,000,000.
But you're going to smell like $1,000,000. You can smell great.
That is too funny.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah, I really do enjoy it, and I want to thank you very much for bringing your bottle over so that I can review it on my channel.
Always. Sure.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Gary.
Anytime.
Once again, Gary's information is going to be down below. Definitely make sure to check him out. Subscribe to him if you like him. And also, if you're a newcomer here, please consider subscribing to this channel as well. I do release a lot of fragrance reviews, top 10s, giveaways, unboxings, special guests like Gary.
You do fragrance reviews?
I think so, every once in a while. You know, whenever I find the free time.
I thought I saw one.
There might be one or two. So definitely be subscribed. I would really appreciate that. And also remember to enable notifications by clicking on the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This way, whenever I do upload new content, it will get delivered straight to your feed. You never need to worry about missing any of my videos. And I have been trying, at least as of late, to review a lot of the new releases. So I did like 1 Million Lucky, Mr. Burberry Indigo, Mont Blanc Legend Night. I'm going to be reviewing Italian Zest soon. So please, if you want to stay up to date on new releases, I'm your guy. At least I hope so. Although Carlos beats me all the time, so love you, Carlos.
That Brooklyn fragrance lover.
I know, right? All right, guys, before the song gets stuck in your head, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care.